Hello. Where am I? How's it going? Well, I'm working late. The husband is off hunting, so I figured why not stay and paint? I have had one hell of a day. Like, so bad of a day. It's not because of anything I did or anybody else. I mean, yeah, because of what somebody else did to me. But I don't understand. I'm still flabbergasted by what happened. Let's take a picture of this. I don't know that I did. I think I need to. Let me see. I'm going to take a picture of it because I don't know what I did. Thanks for joining whoever's on here. Okay. So welcome. My name is Debbie Tona. StreamYard said that it wasn't going to be able to go live on Facebook, so I'm not sure if this is on Facebook Live or not. And if it isn't, oh well, so be it. I'm sweating today. So welcome to my page. My Instagram wouldn't work either. I just had one of those days. But YouTube's working, so if you're watching me on YouTube, I do appreciate it. Please say hi to me and let me know you're on here so I can. Hey, Lori. How's it going, darling? Are you watching on YouTube or Facebook, Lori? Could you let me know? So I hired this lady, this gal, not lady, she's a lot younger than me, younger lady, who came extremely referred, not extremely referred, came referred to do my taxes. Okay, so as a business, I have an S Corp, so that means taxes are normally done by March 15th. Well, if any of you own a business, you know how hard it is to get your taxes done by March 15th as a business. Not April 15th, March 15th. So I never, ever, 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 ever. I just can't. I hate them. I put them off the last second. I hate them. I'm a creative. I like to paint. Facebook. Oh, good. So it is working. Right on. Thank you for that, Lauren. But I hired this young lady, to, I filed an extension like I do every year. And I've had the same CPA for a million years. Last year we had an issue and she kind of didn't handle it very well with me. So I thought, well, I'll try somebody else this year. Oh boy. So I hired this gal. She came into the store. She met with me. She assured me, I met with her in the middle of July, that she would have no problem by the September 15th deadline to get my taxes done. I have a bookkeeper. I send her all the stuff, all the things. I checked with her middle of August. Oh, they're almost done. Give me 2 more days. And, I just finishing up a few things. Sweet. Been here from her for a week or so. So I reached out and said, hey, where are we at? Oh my gosh, I'm all done. Everything's wrapped up. Sweet. Let's meet so we can go over. Perfect, let's meet. In the meantime, she tells me she had a family emergency at that point. She wasn't answering me. And I'm like, okay, sorry. Somebody was in the hospital, yada, yada, yada. Perfect. No biggie. It's not September 15th yet. So last week, she was supposed to meet with me on Friday. Friday morning, oh, I just can't get to it today. I've got, that person that was sick. I'm helping them out. Blah, blah, blah. Fine. How about next week? I said I can do it on Tuesday. That's today. Mind you, she told me in the middle of August that my taxes were 2 more days, and then she told me end of August, beginning of September that they were complete. Our appointment was today at noon. Come on, camera. At 12:09, I get a text. And I already paid her half to do the work. Sorry, Debbie, but I can't do your taxes. I'm just going to delete your files. I'm going to delete your completed tax return I just feel like I can't do them with my family member being sick. It's just too much for me. Bitch, it's September 6th. I'm like, what? Oh yeah, sorry. I'll just refund your money. Thanks. I texted her like 3 times and said, hey, if you've completed them, can you please just give me the file so I can send them over to my accountant and see if they're fine, and then I can just send them over. Maybe my life would be made simpler. I'm like, you realize the 15th is Monday. Nobody can do them that fast. Nobody. Not for somebody that just says, oh, by the way, it's the 9th. Can you do them by the 15th? I mean, I look like an idiot now. I'm flabbergasted. Flabbergasted. She's a referral from a friend, and I'm on one of those Boise business pages where like, who does your taxes? Who's great? 20 people referred this lady. My books are done very well. Basically, they take them into a program, blah, 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 ask me a few questions. Usually that's all it takes. I am so freaking pissed. You don't even know. So I have to call my tax person and say, oh, by the way, yeah, thanks. Can I come back? And then I feel like a freaking idiot. And what's the penalty for late filing? $200 per shareholder, if this is correct. There's 2 shareholders in my company, me and my husband, per 30 days that they're late. So that's $400 right off the bat in what I'm going to have to pay so far. Plus, I'm sure there's more penalties and more stuff for filing an extension and all the things. I have never in all my years had this happen. I'm flabbergasted. Like, just like blew me off, could have cared less. Sorry, thank you, but I don't want to do them. And she was supposed to be here at noon, and that was at 12:09. Text, mind you, not a phone call. This is somebody with a business. Ugh, Debbie, let it go. I just have to just say, fine, I just can eat the bullet and pay the fees and send her a bill for my late fees, and then take her to small claims court. And then I am not one to start bashing people on the internet. I don't like that. I don't want somebody to do it to me. And I know that she's probably having a hard time, but the thing is, she told me they were done. She even told me when she was going to delete all my stuff and refund my money, they were done. Then what the hell's the problem? I am just beyond like that somebody could run a business like that. And I was even considering letting her take over my books, because then if she had to do books and my taxes, it'd be easier, right? Not 2 people trying to figure out stuff. Boy, oh boy. That's on that one. So, yeah, needless to say, I'm a little pissed today. It's not been a good day for me. Where is my... Yeah, it's just, I just don't understand people. I don't understand. Yeah, I think what happened was she never did them to begin with, is my guess. Until the last, because last night I got a text at 9 o'clock asking me if I could get into the file that the bookkeeper sent her a month and a half ago. I said, why? You mean for the taxes that you've already done? Oh, well, I just like to double and triple check everything, so I just want to make sure that it's all right. Okay, here it is. Give information again. Have my bookkeeper send it all again. Which, by the way, every time my bookkeeper has to do something, she charges me, because of course, she should. She's going out of her way to do something. Oh, no worries. I'll take care if she charges you. Oh, she's not going to charge you. She said you just send it over. Oh, got it all. Thank you. That was last night. How do people do that? How do you live with yourself? Oh, yeah, I'm going to clean your furniture, and in 8 weeks I don't get it done. And, oh, well, sorry. Here you go. Here's your stuff. How do people do that? I don't understand. I am not built like that. I wasn't raised like that. I don't act like that in any way, shape, in my office, in my life, my personal or my professional. And I would not be able to live with myself if I was that people. So especially something like that. You don't mess around with the IRS, folks. Oh, my husband's gone hunting. Wait till I haven't even talked to him today. Wait till I tell him. Oh, God. I don't even want to call him. So I decided today I couldn't do a live sale because I'm too pissed off. And I've been busy all day in the store because I had class on Saturday, which, by the way, was a fabulous. Come on, camera, why do you keep going in and out? Focus. You are annoying the hell out of me, too. Come on. I tell you guys, it's not a full moon anymore, but it sure seems like it is, right? At least with what's been going on with me lately. But my class was amazing. It was so great. We did 5 projects and we did about 6.5 hours. I allotted for 8 hours and I was tired. I never sat down in all that time because I stood and everybody else got to sit. But they walked away with 5 completed projects. And not only that, it wasn't the projects more per se as the techniques. We learned raised stencils, molds, transfers, decoupage, blending, texture, and whatever else. All how it relates. Oh, patina. It's pretty. I'm trying to figure out how I want to lay this on here. So this is the tissue paper I'm going to use on this beauty. Let's get out some water so we can figure out how to rip it. Isn't it a gorgeous paper? Oh, so pretty. It's one of the newer ones. I have these in stock. Remind me and I'll tell you what it's called when we're done. It's all black. Belva, it's black on Facebook. Go out and come back in, Belva. Because Lori's on Facebook and she's not having issues. So pretty, right? Show. Let's see. I'm not quite sure. So yeah, I had so much fun. So I still had today when I came in a lot of cleanup to do, right? Because by the time we got out of here, we started the class at 10 and you get out of here till 6. I was a little tired, so I still haven't put all my tables away and the chairs, and we got all the brushes washed. Do you know how many moving parts 10 people are with 5 projects each? That's a lot of brushes. That's a lot of paint. And trying to accommodate everybody, it's a lot. It was fun. Oh my gosh, so much fun. So I'm going to try to do another one in the wintertime. And probably, the thing is, I got to source. I've got to source all of that stuff. So yeah, it's easy to say I could teach it. I'm not worried about the teaching part. It's sourcing of the items that we're going to use, right? Looks good to you, Linda? Belva, go out of Facebook and come back in. I'm going to stay with the drawers on this side over here. I'm going to rip it. Ripped right down that drip. Not where I want it to drip. So I'm going to move it over now. Go to this side. Need a piece of tape to hold this up. Hold on. So yeah, I'm glad you guys can see. So no sale tonight. Sorry, I'm gonna paint instead because I was too frustrated with my debacle with my taxes earlier. So sorry about that, Linda. I know you watch for the sale. Next week I'll come back and do a sale. And I have a watercolor class that I've been taking on Tuesday night, so it starts at 6:30. So I figured it's too hard to run home and come back to town for me. So I'm just gonna stay and paint a little bit. It really makes me, when I'm frustrated, helps me relax. Anybody else? Does painting help you do that? Sure helps me. Since I cut it a little short on the side, I'm gonna go out. The water's dripping down. I usually do this on a flat surface, not on a up and down like this. I'm just taking some water and a paintbrush and using it as a guide to cut along this area here and get me so my paper can fit onto the dresser a little bit easier. And we can always adjust any of these that overlap, or, and I'm not sure yet how I'm going to do this. This one's going to be tough because I've got, see all these drawers? Am I going to go down in between each drawer so it's a continuous picture? I'm not sure. What do you guys think? It's going to be tough. Or do I just do it on the tops and then cut this and then you can see the white in between? I don't want to see the white in between, or whatever color we paint. This thing, this one's going to be a little tougher for me than normal. Just what I need on a crappy day. So tough. I've been wanting to use this design though. This is a really pretty paper. So you just take some water and you paint it on the surface, and then you follow the line, and it will give you a cool like cut. We learned this in class on Saturday. So the next class I have is the pumpkin class, and it is sold out. And then the next class after that is the bring your own furniture, and there are still spots. The next available open class is September 27th at the end of the month. Bring your own furniture. It's my most popular class. You think it would look better continuous? I know, right? Me too, Ronnie, but damn. Damn. Okay, so here's a question for you intelligent friends of mine. I'm gonna set you back here so you can see the whole thing. My next figure is, do I start it from the bottom like it's growing up? Then what do I do up here? Paint the sky? Or do I start it like in the middle, and then I think maybe I started in the middle and then I kind of like paint this up and paint the bottom down. And maybe it would be easier to decoupage if I laid it on its back. I think that might be the solution. It's not very heavy. It's like this little library cabinet, and I found these little hair things that I'm going to stick them on the bottom so we get it up off the floor. It's like a little lingerie chest. I think let's lay it down. Readjust. I happen to have a clean table right in front of me. I'm going to move my camera. I'm going to move a couple things. I'm going to lay it down and then you can see what I'm doing. Yeah, I just need to paint because I'm pissed. So I've been bitchy with it all day because, and if you didn't watch it, watch the see why I have that day. But we must move on. We keep dwelling on things that people do to you, then it's not good, right? Let's see what we can do. Okay, let's pick this up. Okay. Yeah, so it's going to be easier to lay it down. Okay. And I'm going to raise the camera so you guys can see. All right. So lots of times when you have a way to adjust, definitely do it, because There we go. So I'm laying the cabinet flat, which is going to make it easier for me to navigate and figure out how I want to do it in between all of these drawers, because it's a drawer, then I have to push it down, cut it off, push it down. Oh, it'll end right there. So I think I'm going to start on the bottom right here and then go up to the top. Yeah. And I need to tear the bottom. Do you know why I always tear my tissue paper? It's because and I think on this part, since it's going to end right here, I think I'm not going to tear the bottom lip, because I want it to curve into this drawer right here. And then I'm just going to paint out the rest. What do you guys think? Does that sound good? Let's take off a little bit more over here. So our weather is changing here drastically. Like, it's supposed to be in the 70s tomorrow. We hit 100, I think it was in September, which we only had like 5 days of 100 all summer. And then all of a sudden we had it. And then, I mean, it's been warm. And then all of a sudden it's like, we go from like 90 to 70 all in the course of like a day. So weird weather. It's fall, y'all. So I'm like, oh great. I'm not gonna give up wearing shorts and tank top shit. Okay, so we painted the underneath white. So like I said, we're gonna start at the bottom, and this is gonna be tricky, even for me. So let's do this. Let's get our second clear coat, which is what we use. It's the Dixie Belle product. It is the only thing I use to decoupage. It's awesome. It is the one that gives me the most working time. Satin clear coat. So it's a thick clear coat. Like if you tried to use like Dixie Belle's Gator Hide or any of their other clear coats, or like Wiseau's One Hour Enamel, which is my favorite top coat for things, it would totally not work. Okay, so we're gonna put it down. I'm gonna do like one drawer at a time and see how I can finagle this. You guys, this is gonna be tricky, because probably not going to be able to paint much of this tonight, except just get this decoupage down. Go to this first rim right here. I'm going to try to put it down pretty liberally. Okay, put to the side. I'm going to take this decoupage and tuck in right there. Okay. I always use my flat brushes to like go up like that. It's just dry. One of the things that came up in class this week was, oh my gosh, there's wrinkles. And I'm like, yeah, that's okay. Wrinkles are part of life. On your face and on your furniture, it is okay. So see how I pushed it down in this hole? So we couldn't just lay satin top coat over the whole thing and lay the paper on, because we need to compensate for going down between these holes. Now, when this is totally dry, and this will be tomorrow, I will take a razor blade and cut along here and cut along here. Now, what I want to do, and I'm noticing, is that there's a gap because the paper is kind of folded up. I'm going to lift this up again gently. I'm going to put some more satin clear coat down because it didn't really get a good down. I didn't push it down well. I want to push it down to the lower side and then the upper side, so that hopefully it lays flatter. There we go. There we go. Just know that the more you manipulate your paper, the more likely you're going to tear it, and the more likely you can lose some of the print on it. It's crazy, right? Because you'll like wear off the paper. You'll wear the ink off the paper because the paper's base is always white. Which kind of stinks when you have a dark pen like this. So we're going to keep taking this brush, pushing a little on each side, across, across, across. Okay, we're to the part where the drawers are. And go up. Perfect. That was much easier. Do not use your hand to smooth this out, okay? Use a brush, a dry brush. Get a Walmart bag, smush it up in your hand, and use it that way too. That works too. I personally love just using old, you can use any kind of brush. It doesn't have to be one of my fancy ones, but they are nice because they're wide paddle brushes. This is Scarlet brush by Dixie Belle. Also, the Paint Pixie brushes work good. I have those two because they are just a wide, just need a wide brush. Because when I use my hands, I tear my paper every flipping time. Every time. Okay. And basically, patience is what is the key on this. Now, I wanted to go live tonight, too, because I'm not going to be here on Thursday. I'm playing hooky. My friend is coming in from Oregon, and we are going to go play. My husband's out hunting, so we're going to do some girl things. It's fun to do that. So she comes in tomorrow night, so I'm excited. Oh, this looks so good. I don't know if I should cut this now before I put the top coat on. It might be smart if I have a sharp enough razor blade. Okay, last little bit. So patience, and this really helped by positioning it like this instead of flat, instead of up and down. This helped me so much. I would have been fighting this. I would have never been able to get it in between the drawers the right way. Now this one kind of appears kind of woo, but we'll just sand that off later. Okay, Debbie, do you want to cut this now or wait? You know what? I probably am going to wait. If I cut it now, the paper will tear. So we're just going to put another coat all the way over the top. Oops, and this one right here too. Didn't get a good enough. Didn't push it down. We're going to get a good. There we go. So the satin clear coat, when you put it on, this stuff is way better than Mod Podge, especially if you're doing furniture. It's a great price point, and it has a really nice open time, meaning some of the top coats, like the ones I use to do the top of a stain, like if I stain something and I top coat it, they dry too fast. So this stuff, what I mean by it has a long open time is it doesn't dry super fast. And I think it's just because if you look at it, it's like super thick. And you can see when you put it on that it goes on, kind of looks like a glue kind of thing. It's not that thick. Make sure you get all those edges down too on all the sides. We're going to paint right over the top of this stuff anyhow, but we just want to get a good starting point. So like I said, this piece is going to have hairpin legs on it. And I've been so into the decoupaging lately. It's like all I want to do. I haven't painted a piece of furniture like just painted in a long time. I've been itching to do a yellow piece of furniture though. I just did that red table and baba boom, so pretty. And so many people look at it. I just got the coolest new set of furniture in over the weekend I bought. And it's a whole six-piece wicker set. 2 chairs. I'm going to post pictures. 2 chairs, 2 tables, a couch, and a mirror. Oh my gosh, it's adorable. It's in fabulous shape because the owners of it kept it inside. They never used it outside. So it's like new and it's vintage. beautiful, right? Okay, so we're gonna let this dry. What do you guys think? This is gonna be cool. So tomorrow, when this is all dry, thanks, Jan, I will come back with an X-Acto knife and I will cut these drawers, top and bottom. Now, what I do is I will take the drawers out then, and I will make sure, because I can see right here where the paper's a little lifted, it's not stuck, that after I cut it, I will probably have to take some glue, like white glue, and stick underneath and then clear coat over the top again. A lot of times, since the clear coat's already permeated the paper, if I try to just clear coat it, it doesn't get a good adhesion. So we'll just play it by ear tomorrow and see what happens with it and go from there. But the paper is stunning. I see some purple. This would be really pretty as a purple piece, don't you think? What purples do I have? Purple with some soft blues like up here, right? Wouldn't that be cool? Paper is beautiful. Let me see if I can tell you which one it is, because I do have it on my website. Let me see if I can find it. So if anybody wants to order it, it is tonatransformations.com. You just go to tissue, and it is called Peony Whispers. Peony Whispers, or Peony, whatever, wherever you live, but it's Peony here in Idaho. And you can order it. It's $18.95. This is high quality premium tissue paper, you guys. This is great stuff. Really high end. Also, I need to figure out what the knobs are. I bet you the knobs are just plain. This I may end up doing. Where's the knobs? Wouldn't it be pretty to make a mold and stick on the top of each of those knobs, like a flower, a little daisy, because they're going to go here, 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 here. Or it can have different knobs, like some gold. I'd always try to reuse my knobs, like, why not? But I can see down here maybe some texturing of some Stella Luna, something like that. What do you think? It's pretty, huh? What color purple? You know, Ronnie, I'm trying to think. You know what would be pretty is Dixie Belle's aubergine. Do I have it? It's a really deep plum purple called aubergine. They discontinued it, or they retired it and then they brought them back. So I don't know that I have it right now, because like this purple's too purpley. This is way too bright. And this doesn't even come across the camera as purple. This looks blue on my computer. This is like a grape purple, amethyst. But I'm thinking purple with some maroon, burgundy in these flowers. And then up here, some light with this, if you look right here, this is kind of got like rosy sunset looking. So like the sky is going. So I'll texture around it, and then I'll texture the sides, and then we shall see what happens. Now, I can't do it right now because I don't want to move this thing. I'm afraid if I start to dick around with the drawers, like if I can't paint it laying like this, if I were to set it up, the drawers are going to shift, and then it's going to mess up my lines, and I didn't really plan. You did a dresser in aubergine. It's such a pretty color. I was so bummed when they retired it, but they did bring her back, and I don't think I have any right now in my stash. But yeah, aubergine, Stella Luna from Miss Olean kind of reminds me of this dark bluish color down here. So, you know, whenever I do a texture piece, I like to, or a decoupage piece, I like to put the texture on and then play in so that the texture can go into the photo. I want to show you, this is what we did in one of the projects that we did in our class on Saturday. And you see the cracks in the photo? Can it come across? Tell me if you can. The cracks on the deer to make it look like it's a vintage foam crazy. Yeah, that would work great. So this is one of the projects that we did for my day class, and I am actually thinking if I can find enough, I need to find some things. These are old cabinet doors, but I need to find some things and do a class. Would you guys be interested in taking a class just for this? Probably in October, / November. And it'll be a Christmas one for sure. On how to, you can see them, Deb, how to do this. The crackle is insane on this one. But how to actually texture, maybe not do the crackle because I tell you this stuff is really expensive. I don't know if I want to do it. Yes, Linda, this is for sale. Would you like to buy it? It is an old vintage cupboard door. It's pretty big. See the size of it? I think the last one I sold was $69.95. So Linda, if you want it, let me know. It's really cool. But if you look at his little, yeah, he's got the cracks on him. That's a new product that I'm carrying. If anybody's interested in knowing how to use it, I do have it. I'll show you guys. Here's my colors. Oh, there it is. Since you're all on here, and we didn't do it by straw, I'm just talking about this straw. Because I can't paint and I didn't really plan far enough in advance for the stuff to dry. It's $69.95, Linda. It is a vintage cupboard door. I just sold a couple of them. And I just did that one. It's not, it's almost finished. I just have to seal it. But let's go for it. Ready? Let's see how much, let's see how this does. Let's see how I can make you guys happy. I'm not using my phone. I'm using the actual camera on it. Stick. Give you, oh, tell you what I do have. I just put these out. I found them in my back. I didn't even know I had them. $10 each, clearing them out. One says welcome, one says farmer's market. There's a flat one. These are really old. These were $30 transfers. I just want to get rid of them. So just put those out. Let me show you. Woo! Oh, that's all. See, you can apply them. I just brought in that entire set. We have the entire set, right? The chairs. These are in gorgeous shape. Chairs. This would be great for a sunroom. What is a sunroom? Okay, Linda, I'll see you then, honey. Couch. 2 tables. 1, 2. And then the mirror, which I just have propped up there. Isn't it beautiful? Perfect condition. No, like wicker always falls apart. This is in pristine shape. They kept it in their house. It wasn't used outside. I wish I had a sunroom. I would totally use this in a sunroom. It's a complete set. The only piece I didn't buy was the rocking chair. I'm not much into rocking chairs. Isn't it cool? Okay, well, let me show you something else I just got in because I was loving them and just obsessing over them so much. Okay. Let me turn on my light. So last year I got these in January. This year I got them a lot quicker. These are the blanket hoodies, and I can ship these, okay? You guys, these, I have one. I don't know if you remember, I did a video on it last year. These are the absolute softest things you have ever felt. See that? Those plush blankets, hoodie. These are $54.95. They are one size fits most. I mean, it's all the way to the ground for me, my ankles. But if you're taller, it'd be like mid-calf. They're pretty roomy. So when you live in a place like Idaho or like Ronnie in Massachusetts, when that time of year comes, you got to think, it's like wearing a blanket. They're blanket hoodies. I just took the pictures. I will get these added to the website tomorrow. But this one is the bear. I can't remember, bear something. These are all new compared to last year's or different prints. I look at this one. I love this one. I'm not a horse person, but do you not love the color? These are so, like, I just want to put one on. It's hot as hell out right now, but I just want to put one on. So they are the whole inside of them. Look at that. The first thing I do when I get home in the wintertime when it's cold is get undressed and put one of these on. And oh, heaven. I'm gonna have to get myself another one just to get a different color. Because I live in it, and this is a brand new one. Oh, I love this one. Buffalo. So they're unisex. But look at the colors in this one. Grays, like red, rust, black, tan. Oh. But I wanted to show you guys. I wish you could feel them. Well, if you live here and you come touch them, you can feel them. This one is so funny. This is new this year. This is like a collard greens. This is a army green on the inside, but check this out. Whoops, look at what it says. I'm like, these are hysterical. Big pockets that you can put your hands in, and then they're all lined. It's like that, it's like those softest blankets, you know, like when you go to Home Goods and you just want to touch all their blankets. They also have this company that I get these from, line of the matching family pajamas. And I'm contemplating on if I want to go into that because it's so hard to figure out what sizes to buy. Because, you know, Christmas pajamas, do you guys wear matching Christmas pajamas? We do. If you guys want matching Christmas of these, just let me know. I'll order them all for you. Now's the best time because when it gets closer, we're going to be out of everything. Look at this one, the bear. He's black and white, basically. It's soft like velvet. The dogs, they're not dash hounds, Linda, but they are dogs. Variety of puppies. And look, it's just this pretty, like, kind of like a slatey blue color with the brown and the black and the tan dogs. This one I thought was funny. This one's it's got kitty cats on it. Crazy cats. Oh, right? Oh, they're so soft. I wish it was cold so I could put one on. If I put one on, I'd probably die of a heart attack because I'd sweat too much right now. Because my air conditioning's in my store go off at 5. So it's hot in here right now. This is a brand new one. It's the penguins, and look at, they're all like sleeping. They're sleeping. They're sleeping. He's sleeping on his block of ice. Where's that one at? He's sleeping in the igloo. There he is. Fell asleep outside the igloo. They're sleeping on top of each other. It's so cute. You guys, you have to come feel these. It fits all sizes. I'm not kidding you. Big, small. They're pretty roomy. So anyhow, sorry I didn't get to paint more. I didn't really plan that. I was planning on painting the whole thing, but with that decoupage. I can't move that thing. So anyhow, well, thanks for joining me, you guys. I'm not going to be able to be live Thursday for Thrifty Thursday, but I hope this makes it up. If you have any questions, let me know. If you want to see anything else in the store, I'm here. I have another hour to burn before I have to go to my watercolor class. So see what else we can get into. If you guys are here, you want to watch? You're not doing nothing? So y'all start dropping off. Let's see what we can do. I have another thing I need to work on back here. It is another decoupage thing. I'm hoping possibly, Ronnie, all I gotta do is put the pictures on and hit the button. So yeah, by tomorrow, honey, I should have them on there. And I'll ship them to you, no problem. Let me know which ones you want. And if you want, say you want your whole family to match, just let me know, because I only have one of each right now. I can order more. Those came really fast. So I definitely, yeah, just send me like a PM if you're like, hey, I want all of them to match. You all have Christmas. That'd be the greatest Christmas pajamas, right? I like Christmas pajamas that aren't Christmas, that we all match, but so that way we can wear them all year and not just for Christmas. You know what I mean? Thanks, Lori. I like the penguins too. I like the one that says lazy ass too. That was just funny. I was like, it's a donkey and it's a lazy ass. But I have another project I need to start, and if you guys want to keep watching, we can do it together. This one's going to be really fun. This is a custom order for client. I'm doing sled. Sled that was her daughter when she was a kid, and she wants to have it done for her. So we're going to put Christmas paper, which I love this paper, on. Trying to find the font without having to take it off the table. You guys want to hang out a little bit more, because like I said, I do have another hour before I have to leave for my class. So I signed up to take a watercolor class, and I've been doing it the last couple of weeks. It didn't start till 6:30 though. So I usually just work late, and like I say, I usually do the live, right, with y'all. But like I said, since today was such a shit show for me at school, I didn't really feel like doing myself. So I figured I'd just paint, because painting helps me not be so pissed off. Okay. You want to show them to your daughter? Okay. Yeah, that works, Ronnie. I took pictures earlier, and I will try to get them loaded. And they'll be on there. Right quick. Okay. Let me grab. So I always remember, whenever you're in decoupage, what's the one thing that we always do? We always paint behind the design white. Even though that paper is going to be black that I'm putting on, the only way to make your design pop is to paint the base of whatever you're doing white. It's crazy, right? You would think black paper would have black paint. It will actually muddle this entire design, and it will not look good. I don't know why. It's true. So, came up with an idea. Sure hope that the daughter doesn't watch my page. Get in trouble. Didn't think about that. Okay, I'm going to paint over. We've already cleaned this and scuff banded it, okay? I'm thinking I might keep the these rails natural and put some salve on them, some Wise Battle salve to recondition them so that the wood looks brand new. And then we're gonna rust up the frame a little bit over the red that's already on here. And we're gonna do some rusting with Dixie Belle's iron patina. So we're just gonna paint all these treads right here white real quick. It doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to have a because on the brown, it's very dull, even though the paper is black. In my class this weekend, we did this, and I taught, I told them why, and one of my students was like, oh my gosh, that's why my decoupage does not look like yours. I'm like, yep, that's why you take classes, right? That's why I'm taking a watercolor class, because I just don't know enough, and it's really relaxing for me. I'm always used to making big pieces, right? So I was really stoked to just be able to sit down for 2 hours and just paint something that I'm not good at. Not yet. I have been doing it for a while, like on my own. I took a couple other classes and I kind of know enough to just be dangerous. But I love painting flowers. I have quite a few. I think I showed you guys. I have done them. But I'm trying to learn like the more technique based, right? How to blend them, how to make your water, like water's color is crazy. Does anybody ever do it? How you use water to make all these different waves. How you use water to make it puddle and do this and do that and just all this crazy stuff. It's super, super fun. I would never teach it myself, but it definitely love to learn about it. We're just going to dry this real quick and figure out how to lay down this paper. I've been meaning to get this done for quite some time. Obviously, it doesn't have to be done until holidays, but it's going to be for decoration when we take outside and sled down the mountain. It is a vintage sled. I was so excited. I love these kind of projects. You bring me stuff like this and ask me to help you revamp it, and my little mind is going. So I've been working on, I don't know if I told you guys, I think I did, that I got this job. I'm going to be decorating a bridal suite for an event center here in town. And I was just trying last night. It's been great since my husband left to go hunting, because then I can do all these things, right? I sat there for like 3 hours, built my contracts, got all my proposals done, and I'm going to meet with him next week to go over all the things. So I am super, I hope that he approves everything. And once he does, then I will be doing a series on the entire project. So I've been commissioned to do all the furniture, all the decorations, all the lighting, everything in the entire place. So not only will I source, I have a lot of furniture that I already have that we can use, chandeliers, all the things. I will be sourcing extra mirrors and stuff like that for it. So look at this paper. These birds are flippin' adorable. Okay, so what are we gonna do? So we've got, I can do 2 sheets of these. I gotta figure out this now. Okay. How do I do that? I want the birds for sure. Go down the middle. Line them up. But then I have to join this paper down here and make it look like. Can I do that? Is it gonna work? I don't think about that. Do I do it this way? Yeah. paint this black. You see what I mean? I'm missing. I thought it was long enough. It's not. Okay, think about this, Debbie. If you go this way, you're going to have that much. You go this way and just paint this black down here. Or you piece it together. But then the birds are going sideways. You see my dilemma? If I do it this way, I could get it to work. But I really like the bird. So I want the bird to be like right there. And do I have enough tissue paper? But yeah, because I haven't used half. Okay. Okay. I think I'll be fine. So I think what I'm going to do is cut this tissue paper in half. So I can see how it works with two pieces with this line in the middle. I can match it up. I don't know if I can, but I'm going to give it a shot. If I mess it up, I have more tissue paper. Oh my God. I'm going to cut the can. I'm going to do it. Why not? It's only $15 piece of tissue paper. What the heck? I love this paper. I just thought it was perfect. She told me to find a theme. And it's like, oh. Okay, so middle right here. I'm looking at the middle up here, right there. Okay. How do I line the next one up? What do you guys think? Can I do it? How does it work? First of all, it goes this way, dummy. It goes this way. Okay. Oh, you know what? It aligned just perfectly. Look at that. Hot damn Sam. Hell yeah. Look at me go. Okay, so I am not cutting this tissue paper at all. I am leaving it as is. And then what I will do is I will do it, and then when it's dry, I will sand it in between every rung. What I'm going to do. Okay, it's going to work. So we're going to start up here. And it's going to hang over. Sometimes you got to think things through, right? See if it works. And a lot of times those patterns aren't continuous, so it's like, is it going to work? So I'm not tearing this tissue paper. The reason is because we're going to attach it. It's going to dry, and when it dries, I'm taking these sandpaper and I'm going to sand it right here. So it's just going to be attached to these rungs, okay, in the middle. What do you guys think? Think I can pull it off? Do you have confidence? I don't know. Let's see what happens. So we're going to start up here. Go around this red part. I want the red part to be part of the whole thing, and I will sand it in some. I'm just going to do like the top first and stop. Start at the top, kind of go just like not even halfway down. Okay. And I'm going to line it up right about there. Straight, very straight. Oh, never straight. Huh. Straight. Press it down. So this excess will come off, right? This is all just be sanded off. Flat surface, so much easier to do. So much easier to do. Actually, I'm just going to take these scissors right now and just cut it. Okay. And then this up here. It's not going to attach until I get that slit right here. So that the paper can get its accumulating. Okay. Here I am using my hand, but I tell you guys not to do, because I will end up ripping it. Now we only apply the decoupage medium to half, right? Half of it. Give it a little bit of give, right? Give it a little bit of give so that the paper can roll. Another thing is you can always wet the back of your paper and it will help it bend and be more pliable. Okay, so we went to right about there. Now we're going to apply some more decoupage medium, which is the Dixie Belle Satin Clear Coat. Lay that down. Okay. Now we're going to take the other piece and we're going to kind of make sure that we've got it butted up here pretty good. I'm not going to go all the way down because I don't want to like make the whole thing stick. Yeah. Now I will be able to take like a little black paint afterwards when this is all said and done and dry and kind of go over it if any of this messes up, okay? Way too long. This is, I don't cut it beforehand, I cut it like after. Okay. Now I'm gonna lay down right there, lift this up, put the rest of the clear coat on. Wow, I'm glad I did this. Been wanting to do this for weeks now. I sold quite a few pieces of furniture. I just sold another one on Saturday, and my store is starting to show. So I'm trying to get pieces done. And what do? Go and take a couple days off to play. So let's just cut off this excess down here so we can kind of see where we're at. Okay. In the meantime, I'm just going to tuck that down there. All right. Glued down everywhere. I'm just going to tuck these down here. And we're going to go and we're just going to add a total coat over the top, okay? And then when I come in tomorrow, I am going to take a piece of sandpaper and I'm going to sand these edges. And what it's going to do is it's going to give me an absolutely precise cut. Or if I push too hard like I just did, I'm going to tear the paper. So be very careful when you're doing this kind of thing that you don't get a little overzealous like I just did. And press in between right here too hard because you will rip the paper. Remember, I'm putting moisture in this paper. So what's it going to do? If tomorrow any of these little things didn't attach, we can go back in and redo them. Here we go. I ripped it right here, which is fine. I can take a little black paint and just touch that up. Like I said, the more you touch this with the brush and the medium, obviously, the more you have a chance of ruining your paper. So try to do it and then step away. Easier said than done. Trying to get these edges so that they go down. So when I sand it, okay. So it is black. It is not blue. It's black. So I'm going to sand it, and then you're going to see the treads in between. Then we're going to decorate this and do some more things. I think it's going to be fun. Really fun, actually. I'm stoked. I'm stoked to do something besides just paint a piece of furniture sometimes. So I will let you guys know what happens with this one tomorrow. But I think where I budgeted up, I think I did a pretty good job. It's just the double flower there, right? Nobody knows. You guys know, but nobody else does. So we're going to add some like bells and greenery at the top. How cute is that? All right, you guys. Well, thanks for watching and hanging out with me tonight. This has been fun, unusual. Maybe next week, Tuesday, we'll do a live sale and see what we got going on. All right, you guys. Thanks so much for supporting my small business and listening to me rant earlier. And Ronnie, I will get those added to the website. And yeah, you guys go out, be fabulous, hug your babies, and have a blessed night. And I will see you again soon. Ciao.